Wagwan. Big ting coming right now, episode 10, copious amounts. I got my bedroom, my brother, Grap Lover in the house. It's 1000% all vegan episode. Don't move, stay right there. Copious amounts is coming up right now, episode 10. Give a little small, you know what I'm saying, golf clap, a little clap for the mountains, clap for the yard boys, you know what I'm saying? Let them know that we here one time, episode 10, copious amounts. Yo, G, drop that fire. Soul Brother episode. It's the Soul Brother episode. Yo, welcome back. Episode 10. Yo, let me say it again. Welcome back. It's episode 10. It's the Soul Brother episode, the 1000% vegan episode. Everything that I got here is plant-based. It wasn't made in the same factory where animal products were made. It is vegan. My brother's here. He's 1000% vegan, 1000% MC, 1000% father. We bringing this together right now. We're bringing whole food together, and it's the Soul Brother episode. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take soul food and what we love and turn it into exactly that. What we love. You know what I'm saying? We love three things. Sandwich in the morning, thick thighs at night, and we like to eat good, you know what I'm saying? And I think 1 and 3 kind of mesh together, but who cares? Give me my girl, give me some good food, and the rest of y'all go do what y'all want to do. You do what you want to do. Outside of that, we're gonna talk some hip hop, but right now we're gonna make a vegan charcuterie board. And I know you're crazy because you're like, oh well, you know, a charcuterie board has meats, it has cheeses, it has all these things. No, you're wrong. A charcuterie board is a spread. It's a beautiful spread of something. So we're gonna spread the love in this Soul Brother episode. So I'm gonna start. These avocados. Look at these things. It's like silver dollar. Look at these things, you know what I'm saying? You can't get that everywhere, but you're gonna get it here on copious amounts. So I'm gonna show you. Nice slice into your avocado. When you do this, you know my technique where this is avocado. We're just gonna take it and run it down that knife, and guess what? Boom. All we gotta do is twist. Snap the bottle, twist the cap. Boom. All right. Now we have our root. The one thing they won't tell you about the avocado root is the avocado root, this little brown thing right here, you know what I'm saying? Amongst the earth, there's brown, there's us, there's people. This root right here, if you take it, give your knife a little slice into it, twist, boom, it comes right out. Now, let's talk about this avocado root. It has the strength of a 40-foot oak tree, O-A-K, oak tree. And you take this and you put it in your smoothie. I don't care what kind of smoothie you're making, don't throw this away. Put it in your smoothie, it's gonna give you a nice abundance of life. And when you finish drinking that smoothie, it's gonna be different than any other smoothie you have because you're gonna have this energy in here. You know what I'm saying? This energy, they tell us, hey, you hook a human being up to a power supply, he'll power 5 houses. You hook the God up to an energy supply, we power the whole block. That's what we do. All right, so I got these beautiful avocados. Creamy, delicious. Now, the thing about cooking vegan food is that there's a missing substance. We cook with vegetables all the time. We add a bunch of spices into what we do. But the fat is where it doesn't necessarily line up. So guess what? Avocado is gonna replace our fat. So we're gonna take our avocado, we're gonna run along the sides. And when you get your avocado, quick secret, see this? If I can press my thumb gently into it, see that? A nice little dent right there? Nice little dent. You know what I'm saying? Permanent, son. You know what I'm saying? Go listen to Mos Def. Permanent scars. That's what it is. If you can press your finger into it, that means it's ripe. So we'll take our avocado, throw it in there. And like I said, we're gonna make a charcuterie board with a bunch of fat, a ton of love, some fruit, some sexy cashew, almond butter. I mean, like I said, I'm super excited. All right, so we got our avocados in here. So, salt, sea salt. Now, some sea salt contains iodine. I learned this week. I was doing my homework. This doesn't have any iodine in it. And if you look at it, it almost looks like rice. Why? Because it doesn't contain any extra substances. It is fresh, pure sea salt. Man, made of water, perpendicular to the square. You know what's up. You know what's up. So we're gonna take some of this beautiful sea salt. We're gonna sprinkle it on here. Now with this sea salt, it's not like regular salt. You ever jump in the ocean? If you haven't, take your ass in the grill, jump in the ocean, get out. Let mommy come down the beach with the lobster tails that are like this big and get one. I don't care if the fly's on it. You in Jamaica, that's what it is. You hop your ass back in the ocean, get that salt water cleanse, come back out, get a Guinness. If you're in the Dominican Republic, you get a Presidente. You just do you. But guess what? Here we are, fresh sea salt, avocado, pepper. All right? Now, a lot of people will be like, okay, well, he's making guacamole. Okay, well, you know, you can say what you want to say. But I'm making charcuterie board. And if it's guacamole, if it's avocado, if it's whatever, it's mine. It's copious amounts. Family's in the house. Mangoes. Blau. Bunch of mangoes. After the mangoes, fresh. Papaya. Bling. Blau. Blau. Bling. Okay? Now, I got all of this. I'm not gonna front. I told y'all, 1000% vegan. You read the label. What does it say? Sunflower oil. Sunflower all over the oil, son. Bling. Guess what? Put some of that in there. Now, we got beautiful, beautiful avocados, mangoes, papaya. Now, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna mash this up. It's a mash out posse of avocados and beautiful gorgeousness. So as we mash this up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a tower, because that's what my peoples are. We are a tower. We are the ones. We're beautiful people who love beautiful food. So as I mix all of this up, and I got this creamy, fatty, beautiful, big, large avocado here. You're like, well, how's he gonna do a charcuterie board? I'm gonna show you. Don't move, because I'm gonna show you, all right? So, as I get this in, and the beautiful thing I love about avocado is once you start mashing it down, it gets a different color to it. It starts off really green, but then it gets really creamy. And that creaminess is that fat and that goodness that comes from the earth that just kind of mixes with all those beautiful, beautiful flavors. So, say, okay, it's basically guacamole. Well, maybe you're right. Got some micro cilantro, all right? Little bitty cilantro, put it right in there. More pepper, sprinkle right on top, all right? Now, we have that. Now we're gonna build our board. So, my boy, born Jamaican, like the greats of hip hop, like the guy with the one-eye patch, you know what I'm saying? Had to hop the pond just to come back. Guess what? they provide it to our culture. And this is absolutely gonna be one of the most beautiful vegan charcuterie boards that you can do, present to your family, and they say, oh, what do you got going on? You say, hey, I got something going on for us, but we're gonna eat a little different today. So, ring molds, little silver ring mold. It's 2 parts. This part has a lip on it. The reason that the lip is on it, because when you're done, you can just pick it right up. Sprayed it, some of that sunflower oil. That way, when I get my avocados in here, what ends up happening is this. I can lay it down, and now I got a beautiful avocado, mango, papaya spread right there at the bottom, okay? Now, as I got that spread at the bottom, most important thing I want you guys to remember, especially with copious amounts, clean your board, clean your plate. When you're at home, clean up after yourself. You know why? Because you want the end product. Now, fresh black beans right here. So, we got black beans. I'm gonna put them right on top, okay? So, black beans, why black beans? Again, I talked about fat. Now we're talking about protein. The protein in these black beans is gonna substitute the chicken or whatever else that you were gonna use. You want something that's gonna give you some hearty, full, deep down, oh, I feel good sensation. Black beans. Come on now, it's the Soul Brother episode. What is it without black beans? What's the world without black people? Black, it matters. You know what I'm saying? It all matters. If it's black, it matters. I don't care what it is. If it's midnight, it matters, because you can't have sunshine without midnight, you know what I mean? So, boom. Now, another thing I'm gonna do, fresh corn. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. Take your corn, get it from the farm, get it off the, you know what I'm saying? Shank, whatever it is, I don't know. You got me, you feel me? It's copious amounts. We hood out here. Look, take that corn. Don't do anything to it. I know you're gonna be like, oh, Al, we can grill it, we can steam it with it. Don't do nothing to it. It's a vegetable, it's ready to go as is. Take that corn and do what? Cut it off the stalk. Put it right on top, just like this. This is vegan, this is beautiful, this is fresh ingredients. We're gonna put it right on top of this ring mold, just like that, okay? And I'm telling you, I'm taking you guys places. My boy Grap, he took me places in my career. I'm thankful for his advice, I'm thankful for his wisdom. I understand what it is to be an artist because of him. So guess what? Now we cooking. I'm not gonna cook for him and not make sure that this ain't right. It's gonna be 1000% right. Now, all right, so we got our molds. So you say, okay, well, what are these molds gonna do? They're gonna do a whole lot. But first, before we do that, we're gonna have some fun. I got some cashews, bling. We're gonna put our cashews right here, nice little pile, all right? We're gonna take our other half of our cashews, dump them in this big bowl. The vegan episode, well, how do we incorporate a sweetness? Almond butter. It's like peanut butter, but it's made out of almonds. You ever have crunchy peanut butter when you was little? Even if you never had crunchy peanut butter, a crunchy peanut butter sandwich was so filling to us when we was little, and some jelly on it, strawberry, raspberry, blackberry. If it was red or purple, we copped it. And you know what we did? We got the crunchy peanut butter to go with it, because the crunchy peanut butter was always a little bit cheaper than the regular peanut butter. I don't know why y'all don't like the crunchy peanut butter. Maybe it's the texture, whatever, but guess what? It's not what we're doing today. So I'm gonna take some of those cashews that we got. We got fresh cashews, avocado. Now we're gonna take some of these and we're literally just gonna lay them right next to this beautiful avocado spread that we got, all right? So now we have those. Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna tear some mint. little pieces and just put them right on top. Because the mint's gonna add the freshness. It's the garden coming together right here. So, we got cashews. We got an almond and cashew butter beautifulness that's just sitting right here. And we got a friend, a little visitor. We'll deal with him later. Now, so, guess what? We're gonna take some of these beautiful, fresh picked farm grapes. We're gonna set them right there. Now we're gonna use this to separate our cashews. We're also gonna use it for color, all right? Now we're gonna take some more of these beautiful grapes. We'll put them right there. We're so good with nuts. Me, super good with nuts, son. You know what I'm saying? My balls are my word. It's my word. Fresh raspberries, all right? I got fresh raspberries right here. They say, okay, Al, you know, you going a little crazy with it. You going a little crazy? Yeah, I'm going a little crazy with it. It's copious amounts. My boys here. It's the vegan episode. Everything 100% raw, produced. I mean, you hear them in the back. It ain't me, it's them. They know what's up. So now, take some more grapes. Lay them right here. In case you don't want your grapes touching the nuts, you got some extra grapes on the side, and you know we'll do them like this, you know, copious amounts. Now I got some muscadines, beautiful, beautiful muscadines. They look like the cherries that your mama used to get, and she was standing in the grocery store, and as she was standing in the grocery store, let them know, you got guns, we got guns too. Look, I told you, I did not front. It's the Soul Brother episode. Got a whole lot of Soul Brothers behind the camera. Really excited about copious amounts. Now, we got some muscadines. Look like cherries. I remember my grandmother going into the store and, you know, grabbing the cherry, just eating. I'm like, Grandma, you can't do that. And she was like, what you talking about? She was like, I make sure they ripe. Guess what? I learned a little something from Grandma. R.I.P. Cora. Love you, Mama. Now, we got muscadines, grapes, raspberries, almond butter with cashews, regular cashews. The joints they, you know, fed Caesar with, bling bling, on the freaking plate. All right, now, guess what else we got? Avocado, mango, papaya, salt, pepper, cilantro, in a mold. So now, we're gonna lift these molds up. Now look at that. Oh my God, look at this. Now, you say, okay, you got some little guacamole. I see you, son. You know you out here shining. No, you don't understand. I got Peruvian potatoes. Shaved them, super thin. See this? Now, fun fact about Peru. They grow, I don't want to overhype it, but they grow a shit ton of tomatoes. I mean potatoes. They a ton. Like thousands of different potatoes just grow in the mountains everywhere. So if you want to not worry about ever being hungry, move to Peru. Wow. So I'm gonna sprinkle some of these beautiful potatoes from Peru. So we got everything going here. One last thing. I'm gonna take the same thing that I kept these potatoes in because they got a lot of salt. I'm gonna add some pomegranate to it. Say, oh, what's this fool about to do with the pomegranate? Well, you about to see, fool. It's copious amounts. Agave nectar. Right there, just like that. Okay? Now, we'll get our whisk. We'll whisk it up. We're gonna make a nice, little thick sauce to go with this charcuterie board. Oh, I really like this. I really like the look of this. I like what it's saying to me. It's saying copious amounts, nigga, you made it. Oh, so good. All right, so I'm gonna take this spoon, get some of this. I'm gonna drizzle it right on top of my avocado and corn. It's gonna have a hint of sweetness. I got fat, I got corn, I got protein. I got a charcuterie board right here for my man's Grap lover. Yo, what I like to do is I like to take 5 seconds. and say, hey, sometimes you gotta let the God shine, you know what I'm saying? So that's why we took our little investment money. We made sure we got one of these. Y'all thought y'all was investing. Y'all ain't investing. Because I bought this for $12.99 at Marshall's. I think I still got the joint. But guess what? I do appreciate y'all. Holla at Gadget, holla at the team. Copious amounts, TV, boom, right on top of here. Charcuterie board, vegan style. Peruvian potato chips, avocado, corn, mango, papayas, grapes, raspberries, almond butter, cashews, more grapes, more raw cashews, muscadines. It's like when LeBron shot the joint, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is. Take a little of these, you dip in whatever you want, get some of this fruit. It's a salty, sweet, protein, fat. I mean, yo, Grap's on the way. He just pulled up, probably irie it in a mug, and that's what I love. So guess what? We're here, episode 10, copious amounts. He's about to come through. We're gonna make some lemonade, and we're playing a game tonight. It's gonna be so much fun. 30-minute meals in 30 minutes. We're making 2 dishes, curry pot pie and Rasta Pasta. I'm begging you not to leave. Copious amounts, episode 10. I love y'all. Don't move. Grap's on the way. Peace. Yo, welcome back. Copious amounts, episode 10. Without further ado, got my homie, my brother in the back. He mic'd up. I hear him beatboxing. He comes from 2 eras of the hip hop era. The Pete Rock and CEO Smooth era. He comes from the 2000 era with me and my family. But guess what? He's here right now. Let's talk about the cat named Gregory Phillips, born September 11th. 70s baby, just like your boy, you know what I'm saying? Look, when I looked up my Wikipedia, it was just like rapper. When I looked up his, it was American recording producer and rapper from Mount Vernon, New York. The money earning Mount Vernon. You hear it. Check it. The younger brother of the legendary Pete Rock. They call him the younger soul brother. I could go through all of this and tell you who he's worked with and all of that stuff. For me, it's important to him, but what's important to me is copious amounts of love. I remember we were at U Street Music Hall, which is currently shut down. And I remember Pete Rock was on the Wheels of Steel. Grap was hosting. And Pete had the role, Grap had to kind of do his thing. And like they were just moving, and I was like, okay, and they were both in different circles, just kind of moving. But before Grap left and before Pete left, they looked at each other and they saw each other, and like they didn't dap up, they gave like that brotherly hug. And I was like, this is what hip hop is about. This is the reason why I'm here. This is the reason why my brother's about to come on, because out of everything, you need that love first. It's your day ones that's gonna be with you. That's why I got Skype with me, Roddy with me, Wifey with me. You know what I'm saying? We here. But without further ado, Mount Vernon Zone from New York City. Now he's in our home, hanging with us, educating the youth. Without further ado, on Copious Amounts, episode 10, vegan episode, I'm more than proud to introduce my brother, Grap Lover, in the building. In the building. In the building. Salute, kid.
Yeah, we here.
He's here.
Wow.
Look
at this, man.
He got buttons on. If y'all don't rock buttons, one of these say the Lion of Judah, right. and the one underneath it is
Soul Brother.
Soul Brother.
That's it.
So yo, I made a charcuterie board, kind of like like a little blend. Like I want us to, you know, to
right, you gotta teach me how to eat.
All right, so check it out. Grab one of these Peruvian potato chips.
Okay.
All right. So you just shave them. Man. soak them in water.
Okay.
And then after they soak in water, they get super soft like this.
Okay.
And then you just right into the deep fryer, right back out. A little canola oil.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not, right here.
Oh,
just
sweet.
go right there.
Oh, all right, that's
so
sweet.
from the bottom, then we'll take some of that. It's mangoes in here, it's papaya in there. See, Grap's got the right idea. I was gonna try to put it on top of the chip. Who am I fronting?
God. Yeah. Oh, good. All right, I'm good.
All right,
let's go.
So,
We can talk.
all right, look. No, you gonna talk. All right, look.
Man, I gotta eat, bro.
Do me a favor, man. Grab some of these raspberries.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
You know how I really eat raspberries? man?
Really?
But
All right, so
let's
check
do
this
it,
out.
let's do it.
Let's go in with some of this almond butter and cashew.
Wow. What is this on the? What is the green leaves? bro?
That's a mint.
Mint.
Some mint.
Hold up. I got mint there, y'all. Peep game. I got mint.
Pin it.
My mother
peep
was
it.
proud of me.
Was she?
Mint. She grew mint in her backyard in Mount Vernon. Shout out to my whole family in the Vernon. My mother. Rest in peace to my dad. Rest in peace to my oldest brother, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. Oh yeah. Love to my sisters. Love to my brother PR. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question.
My family in Cali.
While we RIPing, before we go there, I feel like it's important for us,
Okay.
before we move on to this lemonade,
Okay.
because I want to talk about that.
Okay. Yeah, cause that's special too.
A real special one for me is, you told me this,
I'm listening.
because we family.
But I'm
I know, go in. Is that you got your rap name from a legendary, iconic pioneer,
my big dog.
and it's actually your real cousin. And he goes by the name of
Heavy D.
Heavy D.
Heavy D, the legendary Heavy D.
Now, it's Heavy D and the boys, but for you, it's not Heavy D. What did you call him?
White.
Dwight?
Have. White.
And so, like, the day he gave you the name Grap Lover, what kind of day is that like for somebody like Grap Lover?
So it was crazy because how I found out about it, I believe I found out through the record, man.
Yeah?
Girls, they love me. Yeah, like that, and he gave me this jacket, this Nike Heavy D and the Boys jacket. He was like running with Nike. Nike was giving him some flow.
Right.
At the time. So he had got, for the first 2 albums, he got some Nike flow. So for the big time album, we got these jackets. I should have brought it with me.
Right.
We had got these jackets called Big Time. They were for the Big Time album. And my name on there was Little G Grap, because my first nickname was Little G.
Little G.
L-I-L, Lil G.
Little G.
G.
So, like, was it like you was in Mount Vernon riding down the block and they was like, yo, Lil G? That was the name. So Lil G.
Lil G.
Greg or Lil
that
G?
was my b-boy name. You know what I mean? Because I used to pop.
You were dancing.
Yeah, I've been dancing since I could walk. So I was an electric boogie dude, you know, popping. My man, shout out to Money Taz. He used to be the dude hit the floor. His last name is Green also.
Really?
And he has green eyes as well.
He's probably gorgeous. Yo,
Yo,
what up, son? What up, son?
He would love
I
that.
know, son. We out here. They try to count us out.
I love you, my dude. That's my sandbox right there.
Yo.
My light-skinned sandbox.
You know what I'm saying? It's
So-
a reason why it's Sandbox.
Yeah.
Wow.
Being Money Taz, man.
So Money Taz.
Yeah, so I was the up top dude, he was the floor dude, and we were called the Little Rockers.
The Little Rockers.
Yes, L-I-L, Little Rockers. So we were the Little Rockers. So he would like, the way we would kill cats is like, shout out to Taz, he would go on concrete and do head spins.
On concrete?
On concrete.
Not on cardboard.
On concrete, nobody would mess with him on that. He started getting bald spots though, so he had to stop.
Yo, son, you see why I rock this hat? It ain't cause I was doing spins.
Anyway, but Taz, yeah, he used to be. We were b-boy partners, and my name was Lil G, and he was Crazy Eddie.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna cut up some lemons.
so that name evolved into Grap. Well, Grap. Grap is my government name condensed, basically. I think that's how that came up with it, because it is my government name. GR is for Greg, A is for my middle initial, and P is for my last name. So it's Grap. So that's, I think, how I have came up with it. The christening was when he hit me with the Girls They Love Me shout. Grap had the dance floor packed.
Go.
That was it.
So Grap had the dance floor packed.
That was it.
So at some point, go for it. At some point on that dance floor, Heavy's looking at you. R.I.P. Heavy D.
All day in the paint.
And he's like, look at my boy out here on the dance floor.
I've been dancing since I could walk. I mean, I remember one time my pops.
It's hard not to eat, right?
Word up.
It's fun. It's fun. Go ahead. We take turns. Go ahead.
My dad DJ'd their Christmas party. Like we had his mom and pop had a Christmas party. We all lived on the same block. So my dad went down and DJ'd the Christmas party. He played. There's a South Soul Orchestra record. People know what I'm talking about. It's a South Soul Orchestra Christmas record. And there's one record on it that's 15 minutes long. I danced with my Aunt Eula, Hev's mom's, for that whole record.
So
15 minutes.
Let's get one thing straight on copious amounts. My family comes through here. This is not. You see this? You see this? He reaching for it. This isn't copious amounts props. He bought this from home.
I brought that from the crib.
With this little beautiful concoction here, and talking about.
It helps me.
And talking about his family coming up in this era that we now call hip hop.
No doubt.
For them, it wasn't hip hop. It was life.
It was life, man. It was just
and that's what hip hop is, I think, right?
fun. Yeah.
Because here you are with me. This is life. We woke up today. I'm blessed to be here. Did a ton of homework. I don't want to cut you off, but I mean, like, this is. You told me to go get this sugar, and I've never seen this sugar before, and I know a few ingredients.
Right.
I'm not the guy.
Right.
I just like being here. I figured.
Dude.
No.
Do me.
But
what you doing?
Tell me the name of this again.
That's turbinado sugar.
Turbinado.
It's an unrefined sugar, so it's a sugar basically that hasn't been bleached or touched by Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rastafari. It hasn't been licked by Babylon. It hasn't been touched by Babylon. You know what I mean? And peep game, it's brown.
Come on now.
Black lives been mattered. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'm looking over there, but I mean right here. Do not get it twisted. Black lives been mattered. It's brown, unbleached, untouched, raw sugar.
Okay, so
That's what raw sugar looks like.
So now you got this cool thing right here.
That's a little hangy.
Yeah, I know. I seen this before. I bought another easy one, but
I know you bought the.
it's okay. It's all right.
Mix your drinks though. Right?
No. We gonna mix the drinks later.
Okay. Copious amounts.
Copious amounts. Episode 10.
Let's get it.
Yo, here we are. We came a long way. All right, so now take me through your process
Okay.
of making this lemonade.
So
here, come over here.
My lemonade in my household is world famous.
All right.
I made a big Gatorade jar of lemonade off the Vision and killed it like a big Gatorade, like them big green, them orange.
The
Gatorade.
orange joints?
Boosh, them joints. I made one of those off the Vision.
I got one in the back. We're gonna dump it on you when the episode's over. No, I'm kidding.
Off the.
Maybe I'm not kidding.
Like I had some country time. I used some lemon juice. I used some raw sugar, and just went for it and made it, and it came out perfect. It was for my daughter's graduation party. My daughter graduated from one graduated from college and one graduated from high school in the same year. Yes.
College, high school, same year.
Yes, sir.
Grap lover.
Yes, sir.
Right here. Yo, you can just take these lemons and throw them in there as you're done with them.
Okay. Now I'm good. This is enough right here.
Yeah.
More than enough. Yeah.
No, I mean like if after you squeeze them, you can toss them in there unless you're gonna toss them back
okay.
inside.
No.
Do what you want to do. Yo, Grap, I got a lot of questions. I want to kind of get some of these.
I'm making this lemonade. But
Yeah, I want to. Go ahead.
Lemonade.
All right, go.
I got this skill from my mother. My mother makes lemonade on site, like off the site. She don't even measure nothing or weigh nothing. She makes cucumber lemonade off site. I don't know how. It don't taste
Do you see Grap's elbow? You see this?
amazing.
You see where he's at?
It's amazing.
Perpendicular to the square.
You see me, God. You see me. I ain't even playing.
Yo, God, you know I don't mess around.
I ain't even fooling with the
You know what I'm saying?
mathematics right now. Peace to the gods and the earths. I'm a Rasta man, you know, I live my life and live
Here it is.
loving manner, but peace to the gods and earths. And
God, ruler, Allah, praise
Muslims
is here.
Everybody, you know what I mean? Like
He's here.
we gotta deal with love, you know what I mean? Like
All right, so you know what? I'm gonna forget these questions and I'm gonna talk about something because F these questions.
okay.
Forget them because me and you got a real relationship.
Right, fact.
And I remember you talking about your mom's cooking for, you know, everybody.
Fact.
And in the back of my mind, I was like, damn, like, I fuck with Grap, but like, how do I get to Grap's mom's house to have her cook for me?
Fact.
Like, do I beg them? Do I be like, yo, like, I'll pay for it? No, you don't pay for something like that. That's just something that happens. What's it like in your mom's kitchen?
Oh man.
I would love to hear this.
I'll just give you an example. Heb used to always come in the kitchen, and the first thing he'd do, come in the house and he would yell my mother's name. My mother's name is Ida, but he would yell out Ida like that loud,
Real loud.
that loud, and he would yell it out, and my mom would just bust out laughing. And then he would, from there, he would go right in the kitchen and look in the pots. What you got cooking? What you got cooking, Mom? You know, and it was always something that he would taste or whatever, or if he could get enough to eat real quick, because we would always be picking us up to go somewhere crazy. You know what I mean? Like one time he came through, he dug the pots, he grabbed something real quick, and was like, "Yo, get dressed." So while we getting dressed, he's sitting there eating this shit, and then we get to the we get dressed, and he's like, "All right, we out." We go out, we end up at Anita Baker's album listening party for Giving You the Best That I Got. You know what I mean? Like just stuff like that. He would.
All right, hold on, wait, Grap, wait. You can't just do that.
My bad.
Anita Baker, giving you the best that I got,
Yeah.
baby. You know how many times I've been in the shower and hit the baby? I hit it like half hit the, you know. It's the truth.
Straight up.
Yo, we all got family. Yo.
But
So.
yeah, great dude, man. Great dude. But her lemonade skills were amazing. Like my mom's lemonade skills. So
I'm seeing this, and you told me like you was gonna bring some tools. What's this little 100% pure lemon essential oil stuff you got going on right here?
That's the lemon oil. I want to shout out Young Living, because my homegirl Kennedy Herbert. Shout out to you, homegirl. She moves the Young Living oils, it's essential oils. Good for your health, good for your life. But right now I got the Now essential oils. But shout out to Young Living. But I got the Now essential oil. This is like the little elixir that take it right over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, that make it like you like, damn, yo, like what is yo? Like yeah, my daughters, they're my test subjects. So when I make the lemonade and I rock out with it, I let them taste it. That lemonade's good. Like, yeah.
All right, so let's fast forward. You got 2 daughters. Ages.
19, one will be 20 December 14th.
Okay.
And I have one that's 23 now. She'll be 24 in May of 2021.
In 2020, you being Grap lover, what's it like to raise 2 beautiful black women?
It's amazing, man. It's an amazing thing. I mean, you always thinking about going shotgun shopping. You know what I mean? But at the same time,
That's why we ride together.
yeah.
Shotgun, I'm down for the ride.
You know what I mean? Shotgun up down for the ride. There it is.
No, there's a right. My bad, baby.
Boom. Nah, you good.
Yeah.
You good. But you know, that's just the beauty of it, man. Is I'm gonna use this to measure whatever excess falls off.
Now let's be clear. We
This
2
is
beautiful
from the
black
house.
brothers talking about our families. I don't measure my ingredients in copious amounts. Grap's in here. He told me I need this sugar.
I'm a Virgo. I deal with when you're dealing with
It was a
zodiac,
certain lemon he wanted.
I deal with Virgos.
You told me about the lemons you wanted. I said, okay, I'm gonna make sure I got these lemons. I got the lemons you wanted. I got the sugar, and then you bring in tools here.
I might even just have to go 3 scoops right there. Right.
3 scoops. Now tell me about this sugar again one more time.
That's turbinado sugar. It's
Turbinado.
Unrefined, unbleached, all natural, real, raw sugar. Raw sugar is the real, what sugar really looks like. Molasses is liquid sugar. That's what sugar really looks like. It's not white. It's not white. It's brown. All right.
We ain't sorry.
Yeah.
I don't care what he said. We ain't sorry.
So the secret elixir goes in.
All right. So
I don't show this to my daughters. It's gonna be their first time seeing me.
All right. So how many drops?
Not too many. Not too.
Can I taste it?
Yes. Go ahead. Bam. Taste that.
Whoa.
See? You don't need a whole lot.
Whoa.
Bam, bam.
You know what?
Bam,
That's not
bam.
like as acidic as I thought it would be. It's more just pure lemon.
Aromatic, like yeah.
Aromatic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Words like flourish.
Yeah. See how it
Grap lovers in the house.
See how it what's this, agave? I'm not gonna even do that. I'm gonna just let it marinate. Let me get that water over there. Bam. Alright, just the water.
So this is an agave.
What is that, brother?
I got honeybee, pretty much.
That's honey.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have used some of that.
But
That's crazy. That's the sugar turning it that color.
now,
It usually doesn't come out like that.
I'll put the honey over there because I feel like that might be plant-based. I mean, animal-based.
It is. It is.
So we'll put
They
that over
consider
here.
Honey animal.
See, that's where I messed up.
Yeah, it comes from bees.
See you later.
They consider it.
I got some agave over here, but
All right.
you got the sugar here.
We good.
We good?
Turbonado's enough. Yeah, trust me.
Turbinado?
Look how brown it is from all that.
Okay,
beautiful brown
so you
sugar.
bought some cups here.
Yep. So
And-
these cups are cups that say "Follow your dreams." My daughters. For my daughters, I love my daughters. You know what I mean? That's an Asata Phillips. I love my wife Antoinette. She's my soldier, my superhero. You know what I mean? Boom. So this is for them. So I brought these to copious amounts. They're
Copious
gonna
amounts.
Stay with copious amounts.
Yes.
Hopefully he'll wash them and use them again, so I can get some props on copious. You know what I mean? But
You got all the props.
they say follow your dreams. Class of 2019. This is from the graduation party. My daughter graduated. And shout out to my daughter because she got her research published at the University of Delaware. She did some STEM research with like two of her classmates, and it got published. So I love you, baby. Big up.
Look at this, and
That's dope.
you know the one thing
Right.
I always preach on copious
Your
amounts
Uncle
is
Ruddy would be very proud.
look at this.
Yes.
Grap lovers here,
Yes.
shouting out his family and his wife.
Yes. So I have to taste this before I.
All right, I got some spoons in this thing right here.
Yeah, I
Let's
know
both
that.
taste test it.
Yeah.
I'm down.
man. Nah,
Here,
let
there
me-
you go.
Let me go first, man.
Go ahead. Do what you got to do. All right, watch out. Watch out.
All right. Oh, put the top on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 10 of Copious Amounts. Hope you had a good time.
Put the top on, fam.
All right, my bad. Can I put some ice in these cups?
Yeah, man.
All right. So,
Also big up to all Yardis, man. All the Jamaicans. My mother and father are from Jamaica.
yes.
My oldest brother, God bless his soul, he left our family in 2014, but his spirit is always with us. Rudyard Phillips. That's why I dedicated a song on my instrumental called "One for Ruddy."
One for
That's
Ruddy.
My oldest brother Jim, my sister Michelle, and my sister Grace. They're all born in Jamaica. Me and my brother Pete were born here in America. Pete was born in the BX, I believe.
In the Bronx.
Born in Manhattan. Yeah.
So-
but we were in the Bronx till we were about 4, and we moved to the Money Earner. And it's been like that ever since.
The money earner, Mount Vernon. You here. You just made some fresh lemonade.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you, this is going to be probably the easiest thing that we're going to do tonight.
I know.
Because after this, we got a little battle I want to do. But it's not a battle against us. It's a battle against time.
Okay.
And I want
That's a
to.
rough battle, though.
It is a rough battle. And
Because you got cats out here fighting time right now.
right.
And they ain't winning. They not winning. We winning, though, because we look great. Love you, bro.
Grab love. Yo,
You look
come on.
great.
Let's do this. I'm going to grab some straws. Go ahead and fill these up.
This is Grap Love Living. lemonade right here.
The Grap Lover lemonade.
Grap Lover lemonade.
Hey, can I ask you a real question?
Shout out to my daughters because they made it infamous. Like whenever they tell me it's good, I'm the man. I'm that dude.
So,
I mean,
I can't help myself but to say, you know, a long time ago, lemonade was a popular drink.
Rest in peace.
And it still is.
One time. Shout out to DJ Premier. One time.
One time.
Star for life. Shout out to Big Sugar. Star for life.
Okay, so I
Dad.
I bought
J. Rue, what up?
one of these because I just want to make sure that for your daughters.
Yo, this was so good.
You like this?
Oh my God.
Yo, that's peace, family. Now look, I got some.
Whole basket, bro.
Hey, we got a lot of cooking to do. We're gonna eat a whole bunch.
I'm gonna chill out.
All right, no. Eat as much as you want. I mean, eat as much as you want, drink as much as you want. But I'm peeling this copious amounts.
I love it.
I got a big orange wheel that I'm peeling right here. And
What did you do right here, bro? What did you do?
you watched it.
I know, but what did you do? Alright, never mind.
You know what?
We soon start cussing like that,
When you
My mama have to watch this, you know, I don't want cussing on yard.
well, don't cuss him.
All right.
All right.
Chill out.
All right, look.
What we doing?
All right, ready? Take this.
Whoa.
Here you go.
Okay.
Just like that. All right, now we're gonna put it right in the middle of the glass, and just we're gonna
do what it do.
you know, try to make. Look at that, right?
Awesome.
Right now we got some beautiful mint leaves here, and so I figured with lemonade, it just hits different with a little bit of mint. Grab 2 pieces you want, and we'll just put them, you know,
Smells so good.
and just put them right there.
My mother
That's
used to
perfect.
grow mint in her backyard.
You was
In the backyard of Vernon. Mint and callaloo. My
So-
mother can cook callaloo
So-
without any meat in it, and it tastes like it's a ton of clothes on skirt.
so callaloo, vegetable,
What?
10-minute simmer, tomatoes, onions. I almost make. I'll leave right now and go to the grocery store and come back to this. I almost said to be well. I'll come back to this bumper clot and show you guys what it's doing in that oven.
Let's go.
I ain't fronting.
Copious, yo.
They thought it was the vegan episode, like I wasn't gonna show off for my boy. Like we wasn't about to go in. We going in.
Y'all don't understand this right here. The new crap.
Yo, and it's vegan. It's healthy.
Healthy,
It's
beautiful.
great. You got some fat,
Vibrant.
some protein.
Vibrant.
Here.
Such good.
All right, so I got Grap's drink here.
Oh, my bad.
Yo, shout out to the young queens.
Shout out to
I got
the
a young
queen.
queen. She's 19.
Shout out to your young queen.
CG, Cheyenne Green. There's a bunch of greens out here.
Yes, sir.
We running around.
CG, we love you, baby.
Yo.
Salute to you.
Episode
Salute to
10.
Dasana Sata.
Lemonade.
Episode 10.
We're here.
Copious amount.
Don't move.
I am having too much damn fun.
Charcuterie board.
Too much.
I mean, yo, just to beware. He bought his own water and his own pitcher. Y'all thought I was just shooting a cooking show.
I had to make it
Oh,
work.
you was wrong.
I had to make it work, yo. I had to.
Got my family out here. Yo, I'm excited about this
I
lemonade.
was in mid-fork right here, my bad.
Yo, let me tell you this though. You know how like I
Wifey.
got deep into this. It's, you know, paper straw. This isn't even plastic. I went to the depths of the earth to make sure that we was doing everything right for the earth. Episode 10,
Paper straws, y'all. He went in.
Soul Brother episode.
Recycle.
Vote. Do all that good
I
stuff.
got washable cups.
Don't move. Coming up next, we're doing a 30-minute showdown. We're gonna make 2 dishes.
About to do 80 push-ups for that.
We're doing 2 dishes in 30 minutes. It's a race against the clock. We haven't done this before in copious amounts. I'm dumb excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Don't move. Copious amounts, episode 10. Grap lovers in the house. The one and only legendary Mount Vernon. Your boy Al Green. I'm here. I'm so blessed. Don't move. Stay right there. Coming right back. Peace.
Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Wagwan. Welcome back. Let me stop. Welcome back to Copious Amounts, yo. You know what it is. Episode 10, Soul Brother episode with me, your brother Grap Lover in the place to be. Right now, my man Kaimbr's taking a quick, brief moment, you know what I mean, to get himself together, because we really about to get intense with the cooking. We're about to do like 30 minutes straight of just raw, just getting in. You see the 2 pots, you see the 2 ladles. We are not playing. This is Copious Amounts. I love what's going on right here. This is a beautiful thing. You see the spread. We got cauliflower. We got potatoes of all colors and shapes. Ginger in the building. We got some onions, tomatoes. We got some pasta in the building. It's about to go down. 2 meals in 30 minutes. Pressure, pressure, pressure. You know what I'm saying? So yo, without further ado, let's get into it. Copious Amounts. Grap Lover. I'm out. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention!
Give us a countdown, Gadget.
We rolling. 3, 2, 1.
Luva!
Welcome back, welcome back. I brought my man back. Nah, this is his show though. This is his show. I'm a guest. My name is Grap Lover, the youngest soul brother. Shout out to my brother Pete Rock.
Hey.
I love you with all my heart. You know how we do. Greatest one to ever do it. Hands friggin' down. Shout out to all the other dope, great, wonderful producers. But you know, I come from that blood, so I'm gonna say that he's the greatest. So, we here, man. What we doing, yo?
So, this is what we're gonna do.
This look like a, yo, hold on. First, let me say this. It looks like we have a pressure round that come up, right?
See.
Meaning, it looks like we're going to have a pressure round coming up. So, what is going to go on, right, is we have 30 minutes, right, for cook 2 meals. I told you that earlier,
Is it
but
30 or 30 minutes?
30 minutes,
Thank
man.
you,
We have
yes.
30 minutes to cook 2. Look upon me, I put up all 3 fingers, man. Blouse and skirt, man, I deal with. 2 fingers, 2 meals we are doing at 30 minutes, right? Pure pressure. And guess what? Me can't talk no regular English during the meals, during the preparation of the meals. Me not allowed to talk regular English. You know what I say? Queen English and all them things there. Me not deal with them things no
And
more
all them
right
ting
now.
day.
30 minutes of this, right? Shout out to all my loving Jamaicans them, right? So, we're gonna get to know this. So what we are doing right
So, this is what we're gonna do, all right?
Instruct me, my brethren. Instruct me.
I got you. I got you. So, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make 2 dishes in 30 minutes.
Oh, Lord.
And, I mean, from start to finish,
You start now.
huh?
We are jump ahead of the game, eh?
No, we didn't jump ahead of the game. I'm
It's
just,
all right, man. We need the time.
it's
We
the
need
prep.
time.
It's the prep.
All right.
So we're gonna prep.
So
we're
we
gonna-
can prep. We are allowed for prep. You understand?
We are allowed for prep. All right. So let's get some of these spoons right here, because me and you gonna use a lot of these spoons. We're gonna use these, and
Oh,
I got the yardman stick.
boy.
Yeah, the
Yeah, man.
yardman
Big
stick.
boy,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Lift down a man.
Turn it upside down.
Eat a baby.
Blow.
Eat a
Blow.
baby. Beat a bad child, you know what I say? Yeah, man. Beat somebody bad child. Shout to the youths. Nah, shout to the youths though. Shout out to my youths at the Children's Guild Public Charter School. Shout to them. You know,
Before we
shout
get
out to the staff.
before we get started, let's talk real quick before we go to the 30 minutes.
Thompson, what up?
You are involved in DC County youth,
Yes.
in Maryland youth, and the whole area.
I've been working in education for 21 years now.
21 years.
21 years.
While you were doing that, I was here not filming.
I started in 1999 as a teacher's assistant in a school called Silver Spring International Middle School. Shout out to them. That was one of my dopest experiences in education was working with those kids, middle school kids. They were dope. Middle school kids is like a hard place to start. When we start cooking, I'll speak the patois. Don't worry about it. Middle school was a hard place to start because those kids are transitioning into a young adulthood. So
Right,
it's
right.
It's a quirky.
It's that
place.
weird balance.
Yeah, it's a quirky place.
Right,
for them to
right,
be.
right.
So, the way that I was revered in that school I knew that I could do it further. You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna ask you a quick question. In your rhymes, you talked about Peanut, if I'm not wrong, about a kid that you shouted out.
Oh, Marble
and Dooley. You shouted them out in your rhymes.
Yes.
Why?
Work It Out. So Work It Out was a song I did over a beat provided by my man Jock Max. Shout out to Jock Max out in Kansas City. Work It Out was a song that was basically inspired by the kids that I worked with at one of one of my dopest educational experiences ever, and it was mostly because of the kids. I met some good dudes. Shout out to D-Mac 12, you know what I mean? My man Hawk, you know what I mean? A couple cats out there from Maya, but the kids made it what it was at Maya Angelou Public Charter School. So I worked in the middle school and in the high school. But when I got to the high school, when I was in the middle school, I met Dooley, my man.
Right.
I met Marble, my man Stefan.
Right.
I met him. He was a kid who was like, he had a lot of little challenges with the law and stuff like that. He was trying to make ends meet. He was basically like a breadwinner in his family. I wouldn't put his business too much out there.
For sure.
But, he had some real issues going on, and I would try to help him as much as I can. And he and I developed a very good relationship. Right now, I'm looking for him. So if you see this, Marble, holla at me, man.
Yo, Marble, come through.
Holla at me, man.
Come through. Copious amounts. We'll cook for you.
Another brother named Dooley who I built a nice relationship. His name is Abdul. He's from an area in D.C. called Surson Quarters.
Okay.
In Northeast D.C. Dooley was a kid who was like a great kid. He was a street kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he came to school, tried to get his work done, do what he needed to do. But, the streets kind of influenced him a little stronger.
For sure.
I'm not sure if he's locked up right now, if he's free. If you're free, love to you, Dooley. If you're locked up,
yo, Dooley, you always free. Hold your head.
Hold your head.
No matter where you at, you always free.
So yeah, me and Dooley built a nice relationship too.
Yeah.
So those were two kids that I shouted out on the record, like right at the beginning. I just wanted to show love to them.
Yo, that's
Especially
that's what art is real talk.
Yeah.
It's letting people know how you feel in the present moment, and at that moment, you're teaching kids.
No doubt.
You're shouting them out on your record.
No doubt.
You're running two eras of hip hop.
No doubt.
One being the golden era that you come from, and the second one being an even more golden era.
And I'll be honest with the two eras. The first era, I kind of consider myself more of a participant, more of a witness.
Okay.
Then in the second era, I consider myself more of a participant due to guys like you all. You know what I mean? Like yourself, Roddy Rod. Shout out to my brother Roddy, Choppy Chop. King.
Roddy Rod, Choppy Chop is here. They're here.
Quartermain.
They don't go nowhere without Grap.
Shout out to Kev Brown.
Yo, shout out to Kev. We love you.
Yeah, we love you, bro.
Check on us.
So,
we love you.
Yo, there's guys like that I vibed with and started making music with you guys.
Right.
And you guys kept me out there and kept me relevant. Man.
I'll tell you, man, like
guys.
you coming to my house to record or wherever I was at, anytime I had something going on, we always was like, let's call Grap. Because you come and you bring an energy to the table that is Grap lover. I mean, come on now.
Salutes and thank you.
You bring an energy to the table that is bionic.
Yeah, I'm humble.
It is
Thank you.
lava. I mean, it's plasma. It's Grap lovers here, and he's gonna make sure that this record is what it is.
No doubt.
And sitting with you, you taught me so much about records and how to make records, and we made a few records together,
No doubt.
a couple videos together.
No doubt.
Shout out to Roddy Rod, shout out to
Rod.
Gadget. You know what I mean?
Gadget on the camera.
Skype Williams.
Skype Williams. What it do?
But I don't want to continue to lag because we got a battle.
So as soon as it's time to go, I gotta cut all this.
You got to cut all this out. All right, so
channel my mama and my daddy.
So I got a bunch of ingredients here, a bunch of ingredients here.
All right.
We got our 2 pots.
Okay.
We're gonna roast some
And
vegetables.
folks, these pots are heavy, so they're like yard pots, like cooking pot for real. All right.
And we got my baby. This is my boo.
That's your boo, right?
This is my boo.
I've been feeling this nice warmness coming from Shorty, man.
So I'm gonna crank her up
Yeah.
and get the fire going. 'Cause
Okay.
We're gonna roast some cauliflower in there
Okay, okay.
with some curry powder.
Okay, so that means you're gonna need,
What am I-
say less.
All right, so, Grap, give us the countdown.
Yo, 5. Oh, hold on, what? All right. 5, 4,
30 minutes,
3,
we gotta cook it.
2,
Who's timing?
1, 0.
Let's go. Okay. All right. So on off button, just like the your SP. Let's
right.
turn it on. All right. Now we're gonna
Cut it
go.
down like the drum
We're gonna
machine.
go with lock
All right.
or menu. I'm sorry, menu.
Okay.
Now we're gonna crank it up to 1200.
Oh, wow.
You know why?
All right.
SP 1200.
SP. Blows like
You like that? All right. Now.
Blood clot.
All right. So sunflower oil. We're gonna put it in there.
All
Okay.
right,
I'm gonna
all
put
right.
some in here for me. Okay.
Now watch it. Now
All
watch
right. All right. Now I need you to grab one of them sheet pans.
it. Call for the sheep pan. Sheep pan.
All right, cauliflower. Okay. Now take that sunflower oil
Uh-huh.
right here,
Alright.
right in front of you,
Alright.
and I need you to just like all over the sheet pan.
But no, drone it, right? No drone it.
Oh, look at that.
All right,
That's beautiful.
It.
That's beautiful.
Copious amount.
All right, here, boom. Take
Oh.
that. I don't usually use a brush or anything. I take the vegetable, spread it out, make it even everywhere. All right, so now we got this. Okay,
Nice.
so I got some curry powder.
A natural
Boom.
brush this, you know.
Natural brush this in.
Come
All
on. Nah, brush my teeth with it, but natural brush it.
right, so
All right.
now I'll take this. You take that.
All right.
All right, now spoons.
Oh, this, I curry this?
Yeah.
One by one. I spill it, man. Stir it
When
up.
you say me curry this, do I say sin or what do I?
Scene. It's a
Scene.
scene.
All right, boom.
I
There's-
curry that, Gregory.
All right, now we got that going on.
And you can call me Gregory in this part of the episode.
Gregory.
Gregory.
How do they
There's
say it?
no
in Jamaica?
overnight, no overnight. It's just Gregory.
Gregory.
G-R-E-G. Gregory.
Gregory.
G-R-E-G-G-Y-Y. I don't know, man. Just
Can
Gregory.
I call you Greg Dren?
Greg Drin. Yeah, man. Can call me
Greg
Greg
Dren. Hey,
Drin.
look, we
Greg
already
Drin.
oiled this pan, so now
Yeah, man.
we're gonna toss that. And here, let me show you a little fun secret. You ready?
All right.
So we take this, and then if you flip it this way and then bring it back to you, it's like the cipher, little circle. We can just
Turn it a turn.
we can
Bad boy business that, man. Yo.
everything there. All right. Now,
All right, go on,
some of
get
that
some
salt.
more.
Bless
All right.
me.
Hold on, man. Good. Want to do it like the white man?
All right.
Got the white man there. The white man doing so, right? The white man thing that.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Big up to the white salt, man.
Big ting we're going on.
Big
right
up to
here.
the white
All right, here.
salt, man. You know
Boom.
what I'm saying?
Pepper.
So what
There
is-
you go.
I go this way.
Yes.
Grimy. Grimy like the man want grind me granny. Don't grind me granny, boy. I'ma kill you. Rest in peace to my grandmother, Jackson Wilson. I love you, granny.
We see you.
Yeah, man. I love
She's
you.
here.
She
She's
cook.
with us.
She
All right.
she have a hand
All right,
on
we're
me,
good.
man. She have a
Now,
hand on me.
now, the one thing I really loved about the vegan food was the vegan butter, right here.
Look at that.
Oh, I just let it sit.
That.
All right, now,
Shout out to Jolo's Kitchen, too.
Jolo's Kitchen.
Yeah, man. 412 North Avenue, New Rochelle, New York.
All right,
Go
2
eat to
tablespoons. 2 tablespoons.
All right, 2 tablespoons.
All right.
One.
Boom.
Two that.
Boom. That's good.
Bad boy business. You know what I
Perfect.
say?
All right, now we got our cauliflower. I'm gonna put it right on top of there. All right. Now,
How much time we have? Don't even tell me. Nobody
Don't tell him.
I don't care about the time.
Don't tell him.
I go cook up.
Don't tell him. All right, Rasta, do me a favor.
What you want? What you need me to do?
Shove it in the back like the girls want them. You know what I mean? Just
Push it in
whoosh.
on the back.
Yes.
Whoosh it. Go on back the back, yeah. You don't like you, you know. Go on away from me. Well, I have to push it in, right?
Okay.
No, you want me to push it in?
No.
It's good, man?
Come back.
All right,
Come to me.
cool.
Come to me. Come to me.
All right,
Come to me.
cool.
Come to me. Okay. So we got a few things we got to do. One,
All right,
I need you to start
man.
chopping these.
I'm never
All right.
chop something.
You never chop something? I'm gonna show you how. This is all I want
No,
you to
but
do.
machete for
See
me.
this?
You
Boom,
need a
just like
machete,
that.
man.
Boom, just like that.
All right.
That's all I want.
All right.
One cut down off
one
of that.
down the middle.
In the middle. Take your
Bad
time
boy
and go
business,
for it. All right?
Bad boy. Yo, if I have a
Now,
machete, me do it
while we're
faster,
doing
you
that,
know.
I'm gonna get us ready here. Okay?
All right.
I got our garlic in both of these.
All right.
Like I said, it's gonna be a whole lot of fun.
Yo, my mother would have proud of me now, you know. Watch me all
And no problem at all. No problem.
Mommy,
at
me
all.
a cook for me. You see me? Me a cook for me. Yes! Jolo, I'm cooking, Jolo. Oh, I cooked wrong that time.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Now we got some of these in here.
I got it. Bang, boom, got it. All right, that smells good, beef.
Yeah, it's garlic.
I was told if you want to impress, this is for my single brothers.
I'm
If
going
you
around
want-
you.
If
I'm
you
moving
want,
around.
if you want to impress a woman, right? You put some garlic and onion and oil in a pot and just make it cook for about 3
Okay.
minutes, and she thinks say you're a
Now,
chef.
do me a favor. Take this.
But this man is a real chef.
Hold this. Hold this.
All right, man.
All right. So that's almond milk. I got coconut.
All right, we're going on yourself.
Yes.
Love! Bad boy business.
More. I got one more for you right there.
Bad boy business.
One
How you say
more.
bling blow?
Bling blah.
Bling blow! Bling bluey.
Okay. So now while you there,
How much
go ahead and
you
get
want me
out.
to cut all of them?
Yeah, keep cutting.
Oh, all right, all right.
Like I said, we're gonna move.
All right, we're going to move. Let me move faster than stop playing.
You hear them?
Yeah. What's that? What may I listen for?
You're not supposed to talk like that. Remember, we got the 30-minute challenge.
I know, Mr. What may I listen for?
All right. So now.
Can't talk English right now. You know that?
I know. All right. So now, what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
I got jerk seasoning.
All right.
I'm just gonna sprinkle it in there, just like that. Okay.
Stop.
Cardamom. All right.
That's sitting there you
Now,
mentioned all the
turmeric.
time before.
Turmeric.
Turmeric, good for your joints, man.
Look at that.
Anybody have a joint?
Yeah, but it's also good for ruining your plastic. I learned that.
Oh,
But I'm okay with
Mash
that
up your
because I cook a
plastic.
lot of it.
that's what it is.
And now we got some paprika. And we're gonna go in with more coconut milk.
Yo, my jigger, you're going in with the coconut milk, my jigger.
It's gonna be perfect.
You know, that's how the yard man them talk when they trying to be American.
Is that
Yo,
what it
my
is?
jigger, yo.
Why is that?
I don't know, my G. Sometimes they talk like this, my G. You know what I'm saying? But
All right.
it's all good, my G. Nah, we stop. But yeah. But yeah, me there, man.
All right, so we got
Come
two of our stews brewing right now. We're gonna take this and put it in there.
All right.
And this is all of our peppers. We're gonna put them all in there. We
Oh,
got
wow.
our curry cauliflower and onions back there.
Right, then the thing down big up, man.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, man.
All right, so I got some purple potatoes
All right.
right here.
All right. You see that?
What you call them before?
Raekwon potato, that man.
Purple
Purple
tape-
tape potato,
Purple
there.
tape potatoes.
Purple tape potato.
And
Yeah.
we also got
Yard man, listen to hip hop, you know. And all dance.
red and
all
white
that
potatoes.
listen to. Yeah, man.
All right, now let me ask you a question. Now that you talk about that,
Yeah, man.
the Jamaican influence on the hip hop culture. Tell me about
Yo, brethren, come from a yard with the original thing was toasting. So you would have a man who would get on the mic and toast, you know, rap, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
lyrical lyrics and things, and boom. So that's where the term disc jockey come from.
it.
Because you have
This
to-
jockey comes from
you have to understand, say, when a man are ride the rhythm, it's like a jockey ride a horse. You know what I'm saying?
like a jockey ride a horse.
Yeah, man. So my disc jockey. You know what I'm saying? The disc is the record player,
And it,
and the man I ride the rhythm. So my
yo,
disc jockey.
yo.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where DJ come from for original. So original DJ was MCs. You see? There was MCs. Original DJ in Jamaica was when you call yourself a DJ in Jamaica, you're MC.
He sprinkled them for
Come
me.
on. All right.
There you go.
Salt?
All right, we don't need the knife. I'll take it for
all
you.
that. Yeah.
Wow, got
You
you.
know, yard man, man, I love to cut. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got you. I got you. I got you. I got you.
Blood clot. My father used to have a machete, man. My madman with that.
All right, I got
Good salt
red.
this? Other than
I got red and white potatoes,
All right.
and I got the Raekwon potatoes in here.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Come on.
Now,
Now
boom,
big up Wu-Tang.
I got green beans, diced them, blow, right in there. Okay. We got our almond milk in here. All right, now, where's your joint?
Oh, Millennial.
Oh, look at that.
Boy, it's the pretty.
Oh,
It's the pretty, yeah, man. What
Huh?
I do with that?
no, just keep stirring it. Just
Alright.
keep stirring it.
Pretty.
Keep stirring it.
I forgot
You like
my
that color?
glasses. Yeah, man, I like
Color's
it, man.
beautiful, right?
It smells great. Smell great,
All right,
man.
so
Yes.
I don't. How do you hold this? You hold it. I'm in
I just hold it like a pencil still.
like
you
a
know?
pencil.
Yeah, man. Just
I'm
like-
left-handed.
Oh, yeah. Just smooth boy it. If you're left on a rude boy, you know what I'm saying? Plenty of man die for the left hand, you understand?
You put some salt in there?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
All
man.
right, here, let's taste it.
Dash some in here, yeah.
Let's see what it's looking like.
All
Come
right,
on.
taste it.
All right.
That put salt in it. No, man, we put
We'll
salt.
know. Let's taste it.
All right.
We need some salt.
Yeah, man, salt.
All right, go ahead. Go for it.
All right.
Boom. There it is. We don't measure on copious amounts.
No.
know
Copious
what?
blows and skirt are monster blood clot.
Talk to them.
Yes, that.
Let them know. All right, so this is the beautiful thing I like about sage. Sage and butter
Tastes good though.
is so good. So I'm gonna sprinkle some sage in there.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna go
Make
a little,
it cook down, right?
a little more rosemary,
Boy, man, I go gangster, yes, man.
marjoram,
Now the ganja
Just-
we put in it.
just like that.
Now the herbs we put in it. man.
Cardamom. All
All
right.
right, cardamom, herbs that.
You like that?
Yeah, man, you
All
can
right.
deal with
A
that.
little turmeric,
All right, look more too.
and that's it.
Can deal with that.
And then I'm gonna put some of my curry
I'll
right here in these
excuse
potatoes.
No ganja, but you know. Yeah. Shout out to my mother, man.
Okay. Now I'm gonna check on these vegetables. You ready?
All right. All
Grap,
right.
Can you talk to the people real quick? Let them know what's going on.
So yo, we are cook up right now. 30 minutes we are trying to beat out, you know. We have curry over here, rapewan potatoes, red potatoes. We have all kind of mixture over here. We gotta make some Rasta Pasta over here. So. Shout out to the Rastafari youth them and the Rastafari elder them and the Rastafari daughter them. Love and blessings to all. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask if you can give me a scrape on them? How do I say it? Like I need
A script? You
Yeah.
need a script?
Yeah.
Let's take.
Oh, they see that curry
Say,
cauliflower?
Greg, give me a script, no man. Yeah, wait for.
All right. See the onions? Yes.
No one babysit the script, man. Scrape it out. You know what I'm saying? Scrape it out. Yes.
Boom.
sir.
Boom. Boom.
Yes.
Yes.
We're done with that.
We're done.
All right.
All right. We're almost done. All right. Now.
It's fucking here. A worldwide leader.
All right. So Grap, what if I need 2 scrapes? I got 1.
A
Scrape.
double scrape, you call it, man.
Double scrape?
Double. You don't say double. You say double.
All right.
Double scrape.
Now. Boom.
Double scrape. Watch this. Blamo. Blammy. Blamai. Blamao. Bling blow. All
Bling
of
blow.
them thing there.
I know bling blow.
Bling blow. See? Me hit him with one last one. Bling blow. Like that.
All right.
So I
So
cook this down here.
now I got this beautiful
Stewie.
curry. Pop.
I mean,
All right.
Steve,
Come on. Let's switch. You switch. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Let me look at this.
See that slide? You see the slide?
You see the slide? You taught me about the Michael Jackson slide.
Yeah,
About how he stuck his head out
Yeah.
and then did this because
Yeah.
that's what y'all did as breakers.
Yes.
Talk to me about dancing. Talk to me about the breakers.
So back in the day, man, like I said, I used to rock out with my boy Money Taz. Shout out to you, Money Taz. I love you, bro. My sandbox. We used to rock out, practice every day, b-boying in his aunt Tina's house, and you know we used to just get it in, and we ended up failing out of humanities behind that, man. In
Humanities?
Yeah, in 7th grade there was a program in Mount Vernon.
Okay.
In a school called A.B. Davis Middle School. Shout out to Jay Zone too. What up, Jay Zone? He got some connects to Mount Vernon. That's my dog right there. Big up to Jay Zone, the drummer. I went to A.B. Davis Middle School, and in that school they had a program called the Humanities Program that was like for accelerating students, so to speak. And I was in that
That's
program.
lentils and carrot. Lentils and carrot.
All right.
A little bit of corn.
All right. Yo, sorry about the switch up fun on but I'm going to give this English first, and then I'm going to get back when I start really getting back into my cooking.
Come on, let's
So,
go, baby.
anyhow, I went to A.B. Davis Middle School, and there was a program called Humanities for Gifted and Accelerated Students. My 6th grade teacher, rest her soul, Miss O'Daniels, rest in peace, Miss O'Daniels, she put me in that class, in that program. And myself and my man James Green, Eddie Green, Taz, put us Govey out there, my fault. Taz, we were in that program, but at the same time was the search of b-boying was about. So, it was either, we saw a bigger thing in b-boying than we saw in education at that time. We were 12 years old. You know what I mean? We wanted to be known in the Vernon as the young b-boys that got it in. You know what I mean? So me and him formed a crew called the Little Rockers, and we recruited some other guys. Shout out to Jameis Rivera, Vito DeBellis, I remember a few of the names, Jake, you know what I mean? We recruited some of them guys, and went from there, man, and just, you know, started b-boying, and it just meant so much to me. And when Breaking and Beat Street came out, Wild Style, when those 3 movies came out, those were like life-changing for me in terms of dancing. So, Breaking, I wanted to be Turbo. You know,
Turbo and Ozone.
Yeah, Wild Style.
Me and the wifey, we watched that the other day.
It's a wonderful display of just dope, you know, hip hop culture. You know what I mean? Whereas Breaking had a plot to it, Beat Street had a plot to it. I wanted to be Turbo. I used to emulate my dance style off of him and kind of tweak it a little bit. I used to get a lot of compliments and love for that, so I just kept at it. And as the styles change, you know, from b-boy into like, you know, the house to hip hop, you know, hip hop and house, and you know, back to hip hop, and you know, I just kind of stayed keeping my body moving. I was, you know, blessed and gifted to be able to move in that manner.
For sure.
So I still want to ask my mother if she was the dancer or was my dad the dancer. I don't know.
If you had to guess, which one would it be?
It might have been my dad. It might have been my dad because my dad was the music guy. You know?
Was he?
Yeah, he was a intense record collector and just a, you know, just all around music lover, man. Like that man really loves some music. You know what I mean?
Put some ginger in here.
All right, that's what's up.
All right.
My brother and I, that's where you know, all of us in the family, from my oldest brother down, we all got bit by the musical bug. You know what I'm saying? My oldest brother, he listened to fusion jazz.
Bit of that.
My oldest sister, she listened to new wave.
Okay.
Funk, R&B, jazz, hip hop. You know what I mean? She listened to everything. My other sister, she was more like R&B listener. She really listened to a lot of R&B. And then me and Pete, we just, whatever came down the pipe, we just listened to it. You know what I mean?
So I want to ask you,
jazz, new wave, R&B, funk, hip hop, soul.
Growing up with a brother like Pete Rock,
yes,
watching the amazing legacy he's left,
bruh,
and it's still leaving on us.
Yeah, man.
What's it like being the little brother of Pete Rock?
It's a blessing and a curse at the same time. Not no more. It used to be a curse when I was really getting into the like making beats and all of that.
Okay.
But it's more of a blessing now. When I was in shout out to Mike Pence's Fly, FOH. When I was involved in the music, it was kind of a blessing and a curse because you know you Pete Rock's brother, you know what I mean? You brother to one of the illest cats who ever did it, you know what I mean? But then to represent that and then the sound wise, like I didn't want to sound exactly like, oh, you just imitate his brother,
Right.
You know what I mean? So a lot of times, you said what, okay?
We boiling?
Yeah, man.
All right, let's put the top on.
All right.
Let it go.
So a lot of times I would, some of my stuff will come out sounding like Kaimbr, you know what I mean? I guess just because I just try to not sound so much like Pete sometimes. My stuff
So your stuff
like
came.
Kaimbr. Shout out to DJ Kaimbr. I did not shout him out already, but I love you, brother. Yeah, that was it was tough sometimes. But as I got older and started, you know, I got into dealing with music and education, and then, you know, just having a balance of things in my life, you know, it made a dope difference for me, you know what I mean? Whereas with that, I could now say, you know, just watch him flourish and shine and be like, yo, that's family, you know what I mean? Like, it's an amazing thing. Like, you know, sometimes we just sit there and just bug out, like, yo, this dude is one of the illest dudes to create music in a genre that has changed the world. You know what I mean?
And literally
like,
change the world.
Change the world.
You know,
so he's not only just, it's one thing to be a part of it, but to make your name in it and make your stake in it, you know what I mean? Like, that's big, bro. Like, I trip out, bro. I trip out. Like really, really very, 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 very proud of that dude, yo. Cause I know him, like I remember him. I know him. I remember when he was mad one day he couldn't go to the pool.
Can you tell me?
And tore the
Can you tell us a quick
top of the
story?
bed off. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know how
Like,
much time we
wow.
got. I don't know how much time we got. Anybody got how many? 10 minutes? We got 10 minutes left. All right. So now, can you tell me the Troy story?
All right. So with Troy.
And Grap told me this story, and are you okay telling the story?
With Troy, how he
No,
left us?
no, just like how you remember your brother making the beat and what happened, like all of that. I remember you telling me that story.
We got the news that Troy had passed. Troy fell from a very high scaffolding or something in a parking lot out in Indiana. I believe it was Indianapolis, Indiana. And it was devastating because Troy was like the man of our block. He was like, dude, like, I called him the bully of the block because he would come out sometimes with his pit bull and just be laughing and chasing people down the block with his pit bull. His pit bull was named Killer. All right.
Okay.
So do I need to say more about that?
I don't think so.
His pit bull's name was Killer. So
I
Killer
think we
was
all got somebody in the hood.
right. So Killer.
Killer.
Right. So Killer was off the chain. And Troy's sometimes not all the time. He just come out sometimes. But he was the dude. Also, if you had an issue, you call Troy, and Troy's coming to have
care
your
of
back
things.
150%. You know what I mean? Like one time, my brother had some issue with a dude in the neighborhood beef, you know what I mean?
Right.
Kid thought he was
And
a
you
bully.
say your brother, this is P-Rock, got beef with some dude.
Yeah, dude thought he was a bully, you know what I mean? So I think Troy either seen it, or I don't know if Pete went and got him, or Troy, or he seen it. But somehow or another, Troy got involved, and Troy was like, yo. He walked him up to the dude, was like, yo, my man about to see you, about to get with you one-on-one. Ain't none of y'all gonna do nothing to him. This is gonna be a one-on-one fight. And Pete tore the kid up. He tore him up, you know what I mean? And that's how Troy moved. Troy was like a big brother of the block, you know what I mean? So, and then Troy was like Hev's best friend, you know what I mean? That was his best friend.
So that transitions into they reminisce over you.
Yes. So Troy passes. Peter's like in a depression a little bit, you know what I mean? We all like feeling it, you know what I mean? The funeral happens, we feeling it.
Big thing.
You know, so then finally we get to the point where Pete is making, you know, like about a good 2 weeks he didn't make nothing, he didn't do nothing, you know what I mean? It might have been longer than that, I'm not sure, but I know for a minute he didn't make nothing, like a good quick minute. Then he just decided, you know what, I'm gonna make something, you know what I mean? And I wanna say at the time he was at Large Professor's house when he made that beat. That's how that whole Large Pro thing comes into play.
Large Pro comes into play.
He was at Large Pro's house when he made the beat. That was the only thing like that, you know, I think he had involved with it. I think Pete picked the record up and showed it to Paul, and I think Paul was like, yes, I think there's some stuff on there, bro, like, you know what I mean? And Pete was like, yo, I'm gonna go home and check it out. You know, I'm gonna go check it out. You know, I'm gonna take it back and check it out.
Right.
So I wanna say he checked it out at Paul's house. Pete, if I'm wrong, forgive me, but I think this is how it went. It's how if I remember it correctly. He went to Paul's house to check the track, you know, check the record out.
Let's switch. You ready?
Heard that.
Let's do it. Blow.
And was like, and heard that and was like, yo, you know, I gotta hook this up. And made that beat, man, and it was crazy. Like Corey came with the lyrics that he came with. We went down to
and you say Corey, let everybody know who
CL
Corey is.
Smooth, excuse me. Corey Penn, aka CL Smooth, alright? That was Pete Rock's partner at the time, my brother's partner, musical partner at the time. So CL came down, CL wrote his lyrics to it, you know, Pete gave him the track, CL wrote. They went to Green Street, and what's the name had came down there? Charlie Brown from Leaders of the New School. He had came down. And at the time, during our Mecca and the Soul Brothers session, Leaders of the New School have been popping in our sessions, like, you know, just coming to holler. Like Dinko was at the basement session. He was at the session for the basement, Dinko D. And Charlie came from Reminisce. So when Charlie heard what was going on, he was mesmerized, you know what I mean? So what ended up happening was Charlie was, his homies was ready to go. So Charlie was like, yo, I don't think I'm gonna leave. I think there's something about to happen here that's about to be really, really big. You know what I mean? And his homies left him. He lived in Long Island at the time, and it was at least a good 45-minute drive out there. So it was probably like an hour and a half train ride, and he stayed. So at one point in the night, he had asked Pete, could he do the hook? And Pete was like, nah, yo, the horn is the hook, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
That's the hook, now we good, you know what I mean? Like, he ain't diss him or nothing.
Right.
You know, Charlie was just, seeing if he could add his energy to it. And,
right.
It wasn't no disrespectful thing. It was just, he felt the energy so great. He just felt like maybe he could contribute something, but Pete was like, nah, the horn is the hook. So that's how we're gonna do it. So he ended up putting the horn, he ended up doing it, the hook like that, and that's the rest is history. When the first playback, everybody cried.
All right, wait, time out. The first playback of
They Reminisce of You, everybody in the room shed a tear. Yeah, not like, but everybody shed a tear, you know what I mean? Like, cats felt the energy, you know what I mean? So everybody shed a tear, like the engineer, Pete, CL, myself, probably Charlie as well. Everybody shed a tear that first, it was like really touching to hear it back in its fullness, with everything going back and forth, and Jamie Staub's mix on it and everything was so incredible. So yeah, it was just like dope to hear that like that. So yeah, that first playback was amazing. You know what I mean? That's something I'll never forget.
And you got to sit there in the room and witness this playback.
Yes, I was there.
How old was a Grap lover when he got to witness something like that?
I was probably 20, 21.
2021.
Yeah.
And you get to listen to a playback.
Yeah.
Of when they reminisce over
one
you.
Of the greatest records, hip hop records of all time. Yes.
If not ever. All right, I need your help. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. We're back in the cooking mode.
All right, we're back in our cooking mode.
All right.
Done with the little
This is how fast we moving. I got the blue top on the red pot.
Look how fast we are moving. Blue top on red pot.
How much time we got? Are we
Red
done?
top on blue pot.
2 minutes. We got 2 minutes. Okay, you ready? 2 minutes. I know we moving not fast enough.
Yo, remember, my fault. I'm a storyteller.
Hey man, you know what? I don't give a about
give
the
a
30
ras. We
minutes.
don't care about that.
We're gonna do what we do.
That's my father's been a business with that.
I think it's almost cooked.
All right.
Let's see. All right, you ready?
Yeah,
So
man.
now I need 2 things. I need that water and that brush that I had somewhere, but I can't seem to find it.
Hold on, Skipper.
Oh, where'd it go?
Hold on, Skipper.
Hold on,
Find that for the eye.
hold on.
Find
Here we go.
Find it for the
I got
eye.
it. All right, ready? We're gonna dip a finger in it.
All right.
Don't pick up the bowl though, and just rub the finger right along the side of that. Okay? Just rub it right along the side of that.
You know what? This is what my dog does, man. My dog goes in her water bowl, licks her water bowl, and transfers water over to her food bowl to moisten up whatever's left in it.
All right, so we got
So
it.
greedy. Shout out to Pepper.
All right, you ready? So now, we're gonna take our little dough. Go ahead and grab it.
Okay.
And we're gonna put it right on top of here.
All right.
All right. There you go. Move that out the way.
Hey, see what
So
I'm
again-
proud of me,
And then we're gonna press.
I said, Gregory, I cookie. You think you're bad because you cook? You know, me think say me sexy because me a cook, girl. Leave me alone. Don't bother, don't mind me, man. Don't mind me.
All right, so now,
Copious amounts.
copious amounts.
We ain't say that enough. Copious amounts. Copious amounts. Copious amounts. Copious amounts.
We're going to the pizza oven.
With my man.
You see this? Popeye at the bottom, crust on top. We're going to the pizza oven.
Super gangster.
All right, now, while we do that, we just push her back there, and she's just gonna make a nice little bubble on top. I like to put her all the way in the back.
All right. That's what it is. To the way to the back.
The back of the grind hall is where it really goes down.
Okay.
So now, you ready?
Come on.
It's your Rasta Pasta.
All Rasta Pasta that slice eye.
All right, so before we serve it, let's get one.
All right.
I don't even care about the time no more.
All right, taste test. Time done. Time done. We're finished. Flavor finished.
I mean, just a tad bit of salt. Just a tad bit, right? Just
Wow.
something to let
You
us.
got garlic powder?
Got whatever you want.
Garlic powder, bro. Salt. We gangster.
How about some black pepper?
Black pepper. Come on, man. I'm gonna make Peter Tosh proud right now, right?
All right. I'm gonna go get some garlic powder. You talk to him.
All right. So, you see what we're at the right test, all right? I can go. Make good food. It's a Rasta Pasta. This. We have green peppers. We have pasta tonight. Something green tonight. Pure green and red and golden on this one. Rasta food. See how that go? I'm not pour the whole thing in it though, but you could taste, you know? You could taste. Yo, shout out to my brethren on Real Time. Jolo's Kitchen. Jolo, I'm cooking, brethren. You will be proud of me, yo. I'm cooking, yo.
All right, let's mix her up.
Turn it up. Alright, so we're gonna mix it up.
We're gonna mix her up.
Mix
I
up
like
the
to get our
garlic.
board ready.
I would
but
have stick them.
we're a mess right now.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
Feel a pepper and all them things. We put salt tonight?
I did.
Alright.
All right, let's get a fork. Let's taste it again.
Alright, come on.
Let's do it. Here we go.
Goodness, goodness.
Grap lovers here, y'all.
I'm gonna lose
It's
the lead.
copious
I'm gonna
amounts.
taste it. No, I'm just kidding.
Rasta pasta,
Copious amounts will be this using this ladle.
straight
But I'm gonna
vegan.
go like this. Let's see what he got, what we got cracking.
Yo,
That's it, right?
yo. All right, let's check on our babies.
That's it.
All right.
Move
Yo.
yourself, boy.
Oh.
Bomb.
She told me 2 minutes ago we had enough time, but
Oh my goodness.
it's a battle against the clock.
Oh my goodness. This is good. I'm not faking neither. No, I'm not. This is good.
All right, you ready?
MC extraordinaire that can cook, y'all. Let it be known. All right? Copious amounts. I'm loving this right
And so what I did was, the reason I had you chop those big vegetables, because it almost serves as a meat substitute.
Ah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then all of a
Yes.
sudden you get a little bit of texture.
Wow.
We roasted it and then put it in here just to make sure that it was hot with everything else.
Wow.
And then
Amazing.
we'll make a big plate like that for you. And this is 1000% vegan.
for you, bro.
It is no animal products in here. It's
y'all.
nothing in here that hasn't come from the earth.
Straight love. Straight love.
It is 1000% love. Now, the one thing I like to do with this is add a strong garnish game, because when you add a strong garnish game, it looks good to the eye and it feels good to the soul. It's a soldier right there. Soldier coming with me. All right, so now this we're gonna do.
Your fault.
All right, here's your fork.
All right. Now
Put it right there.
already.
Oh, you got one already? All right, cool.
Mean stuff.
All right, hold on one second. We'll put this here. All right, let me get
Presentation. I remember this from a previous episode.
Some of our
See,
cilantro.
If you watch Copious Amounts like I do, you would know that this is about presentation.
So we got
Look at that.
some of our cilantro on here, and we'll take some of our vegan butter.
I don't even like cilantro.
We'll take some of our
This shit looks good.
vegan butter and we'll put that right on top.
Come on, gangster.
That butteriness
Come on, gangster.
is so good.
Come on, gangster.
And before we leave, hey, sprinkle a little salt on here.
White man. A white man dash. We call that the white man dash.
All right, now don't eat
Yo,
yet.
copious amounts.
Don't
bruh.
eat yet. Don't eat yet.
I'm not. Look at this. Look at what we did
Don't
right
eat
here.
yet. All right, this is our first plate.
All right.
I don't know if we made 30 minutes, but guess what? We're here,
We're here.
and I got you here.
And it's copious amounts. Look how much.
So
White
we got
feet.
our curry
You like to feed, you know?
pot pie.
Pot pie Tarante.
All right,
What boy?
Now, what we're gonna do,
Hello there, pot boy.
take some of our olive oil
Oh wow.
or sunflower oil,
Okay.
sprinkle it right on top of there.
Wow.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Take some salt, and that's gonna be kind of like our garlic bread, if that
Okay.
makes sense, okay?
Okay.
But garlic bread ain't garlic bread without fresh garlic, which I have a little bit of here.
Bang.
We sprinkle some of that right on top.
Gangsterism.
All right, and guess what else we're gonna do?
New age gangsterism.
Take
We
some,
all know about new age gangsterism. It's right here.
take some of this thyme, and
Eating
just
right is gangster.
right there. Some of our thyme, and we'll just run it down the leaves,
Nice.
just like that.
Nice.
And we get some fresh thyme on there. That way, when we dig into our pot pie,
We get that.
we
time.
got time after time.
See, I'm gonna shout out my man too. I don't know if you ever gonna see this, but Eddie Wong. Yeah, Eddie Wong. You need to come check my man and come eat with him. You know what I mean? And get that copious amounts vibe.
So,
going, you know what I mean?
now-
I know you be all over the place. Come holler at my man. Copious amounts, yo.
Yo.
This is serious.
I don't know, how long are we past the 30 minutes? Does it matter? Huh? We're 5 minutes
5
past
minutes over.
35-minute meal.
I talked in patois for about 25 of them 35. You know what I'm saying?
Rasta Pasta
Rasta Pasta.
with some jerk seasoning.
Jerk seasoning. Bumbo what?
We got a curry pot pie,
Curry pot
which is still
pie.
cooking.
Still a cook. It's a simmer. That's how we say that. Simmer. Look
All
at
right.
the pot
So
simmer.
the thing I love about this
Yes,
is
sir.
we have the pot pie, but inside, once we press it, see how that crust just kind of breaks down?
Oh wow.
And
it's
then,
like flaky.
and then that's what a pot pie should be. It should be extremely flaky and extremely beautiful.
Wow.
And then you can just take that flake and dig in there
Yeah.
and get some of that
Some of that
goodness.
pot pie. Bumbo.
It's gonna be hot though.
Alright.
It's gonna be real hot. Do you see that? Yeah, make sure you blow. Pause.
Yeah, bro. Yes, bro.
It's a little hot, but
Yeah, it is. Once it cool
we'll let that cool down,
Oh
and
my
we'll go to
God.
our Rasta Pasta.
Yes, man.
And
I can get rude in it.
you got some crunchiness
Yep.
in these peppers.
Peppers. Yep. I'm gonna catch me a long boy. Pause. Long boy, yeah.
And
Wow.
and I feel like this I can
Hey,
serve.
wait now. I thought you was faking. This food is really good. I'm just messing with y'all. Shout out to Wayno. Yo, this is food coming out my mouth.
Wayno, you know we love you.
Excellent, yo. Excellent. Copious friggin' amounts.
So, you
That's how
know,
my
in
oldest
homage to
brother
you,
would say it. Copious friggin' amounts.
I did a lot of homework. I went and looked up a lot of vegan stuff, and I got lost.
I appreciate you, brother.
But I got lost, and I was like, I don't know any of this stuff. I don't know nutritional yeast. I don't know vegan cheese. I knew what the ingredients were, but it didn't taste the way I wanted it to taste. So in my heart, they say get out of your comfort zone. Copious amounts is way outside of my comfort zone. Something I always kind of wanted to do. Cooking vegan is way out of my comfort zone. But I came back to a point where I said, just be you. Just be I and I.
The dopest thing about this, brethren, is that I am a super picky eater.
I know.
And
You come to my restaurant before,
brethren,
and you didn't eat the sorbet dessert because you knew that it had some kind of
Yeah.
plant or animal.
not even that, just and even taste wise, I'm very picky. But this stepped me out of my comfort zone because it was like when you flip the plan, it was like, all right, let's go. Let's go. I trust my brother. He's not gonna feed me nothing that's gonna kill me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm gonna go with it. Let's go. And look what we got. Copious amounts.
Rasta Pasta.
Copious
Come
amounts.
on. Yo,
Incredible, yo. Incredible.
I say we do this. I say we
No
get a couple.
disrespect, but if you're not right here, right now, you straight missing out.
Let's go get a couple Guinnesses. A big spliff, like a big one. Like one like.
A bull head. We call that a bull head. Bold. B-O-L-D. Bold head. Big bull head.
But these lentils, potatoes,
Gangster, yo.
little bit of crust on top.
Hot, bro. That's good.
That's hot.
I taste the cilantro too.
Not bad though, right?
I'm not a big fan of cilantro, but
Right.
I'm rocking out. Word up.
Yo,
Rocking out right here.
my last question for you,
Nah, you good.
because going through this week, it was difficult for me. It's like I gotta cook for Grap Lover. You are my big bro. You're the guy that I call when I need some shit to go down. Being vegan, I found it extremely difficult shopping and finding ingredients and stuff like that. How do you maintain every day being vegan?
It is a challenge. I have several markets that my wife and I go to. We do Trader Joe's. They got some vegan options in there. My organic market has a lot more vegan options than that place. There's an Adventure store right off of Route 29, like right off of Cherry Hill Road.
Right.
They have a lot of vegan options in their store as well. So there's things out there we can grab and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That we can make happen, you know what I mean, and make it into something worthy, like such as this, and things of this nature. This is stuff my wife makes, like stew and pasta and things.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
So, for the record, I got engaged.
Congrats. Welcome to the Clizzer.
Who was the first person I called?
To host it.
Come on.
Me. I'm humbled, man. I love
If you
bro.
guys don't know that this is my brother,
bro.
you see it right now.
Yes.
Copious amounts.
Copious.
Episode 10. Rasta Pasta.
Rastafari.
Curry pot pie.
Curry pot pie.
Hey, Grap, do me a favor. I never asked nobody to do this. Can you take us out? Take us out?
Yeah, man. I gotta take us. Yo, look here. Copious amounts. Episode 10. My brother Kaimbr put one in the chamber for me and came up with something great. Rasta Pasta, pot pie, beautiful vegan energy. Everything was natural and nice. I made some lemonade that everybody dug. I was very humbled by that because I'm a perfectionist. So thank you for that, for allowing me to make that lemonade for y'all. This was an incredible experience. If he calls you to come do this, come and do it. Trust me, you're going to have nothing but fun. He has carte blanche to where we are right now. So it's love. You sip, you could get a sip. You do your thing, you could do your thing, but nothing too dangerous, all right? We not supporting no dangerous craziness. But yo, I love you, brother.
I love you too, man.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to doing your wedding.
Grap.
I'm looking forward to
shout them out.
married.
How can they find you? On Twitter? Or
I'm only on Twitter. Have named me Grap. I do one social media at a time.
Have named me Grap.
Have named me Grap. HEVNAMEDMEGRAP. Have named me.
Have
Grap.
named me Grap. They're probably the best
Right.
Twitter name on earth.
have named me Grap. So that's my Twitter name. Y'all get at me. Retweet this episode if you get it. Tweet it out.
Like, subscribe.
Put it on the gram. Like, subscribe, please, man. I'm talking too much, but hey, I'm giving you copious amounts of love about this guy. He gave me some love, but I'm giving the love back.
It's
This
copious
is
amounts.
An incredible dude.
Episode
right
10.
Straight up and down.
Knowledge Cipher. Got the God with me.
Peace to the
Tribe of
guys and
Judah.
girls, peace to the Rastas, the Muslims,
Everybody. Talk to 'em.
Christians,
Yo.
all of y'all.
Yo,
Love,
to the
man.
youth. To the youth.
One love if you have a path going to the Most High, yo. One love to you.
To the moon. To the stars.
Yes.
To the sun.
Yes.
And back. And then go do it again.
That's it.
This is Grap. It's Kaimbr. Al Green.
Copious.
Yo, we out of here. Episode 10. We're going to eat some more.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a little after party. Yo, thank y'all for tuning in. Like, subscribe at Copious Amounts TV on
And
Instagram.
I gotta work tomorrow.
At Copious Amounts on Facebook. He gotta work tomorrow. Wake up and teach still. And he's here with me. Yo, it's been such a pleasure. Grap, I love you so much, brother.
Love you, bro. Thank you.
Lemonade is a popular drink, and it still is.
Rest in peace, Guru.
Rest in peace, Guru.
Gangstar forever.
Yo,
Word up.
Copious Amounts, episode 10. It's a wrap. We out. Rasta Pasta. Peace out.
Salute to the burning.